Oh, hello. I didn't see you come in. Sorry about the clickbaity thumbnail, but as I was creating it, I couldn't stop laughing, so I had to share it. So, Lady Sylvanas Windrunner, current war chief of the Horde, to many people right now, is beyond redemption. Many see her tactics as reckless and her behavior as villainous. But are these both really true? During the burning of Teldrassil cinematic, Blizzard goes out of their way to show us once more the death of Sylvanas Windrunner in Quel'Thalas. She is then resurrected by Arthas and shortly after manages to break free. At this point, she pledges her unlife to revenge on Arthas at any cost. Sylvanas was too late to help in the fight atop Icecrown Citadel against the Lich King. The Alliance and the Horde were nearly defeated, but with the help of Tyrion Fordring, they did bring the Lich King down. Sylvanas didn't believe that the Lich King could be defeated, but with the help of Tyrion Fordring and the Ashbringer, the light shone through. A short time after the defeat of the Lich King, Sylvanas found her way to the top of Icecrown Citadel and pondered her remaining unlife. Maybe it was to help restore the natural order. Maybe it was due to massive amounts of pain, but she then threw herself from the top of Icecrown Citadel onto the jagged spikes below. Icecrown Citadel, it's not made out of any regular metal. It is made out of a metal called serenite. When questing through Northrend, you will find somewhere a quest that tells you that serenite is actually the black blood of the old god Yogg-Saron. The old gods are ancient beings worshipped on Azeroth long ago who are very powerful and very corrupting. In the throes of this death on the serenite spike, Sylvanas has visions. She sees the Forsaken being slaughtered. She sees the tortured soul of Arthas Menethil. She sees the tormenting void in front of her. And finally, she sees the Valkyr appear to her. The Valkyr offer her a covenant to bind with them. One of them will take her place in this void, and she will return to the world of the living as long as she remains bound to the Valkyr. And so you have it that once again Sylvanas is resurrected and she makes a pact, not only with the Valkyr, but also with herself, to never return to that void she saw that day. This is the Sylvanas that now leads the Horde, and I dare say she understands death better than anybody else. So why burn Teldrassil? I feel like it is because Malfurion escaped. With Malfurion out in the wild, Sylvanas can't assume the occupation of Teldrassil, and rather than fight the enemy that she can't crush the spirit of, she instead leaves Scorched Earth. Is that the White Knight in shining armor thing to do? Not really. But that's never been who Sylvanas was. I feel she's just reacting to situations in the world, which she has to as war chief. For instance, do you think Sylvanas for a second trusts Gallywix? Remember the black blood of Yogg-Saron? That comes from deep within the planet. And here comes the most corrupt person on Azeroth freely handing over this powerful mineral from deep within the wound of the planet. Being at least halfway cunning, I doubt Sylvanas would immediately grab Gallywix and say, "Tell me who you're serving right now." She's not that blunt. However, she still has to act on this Azerite substance and put whatever control she can on it. If Gallywix could have been trusted, we probably wouldn't have ended up in Darkshore and at Teldrassil, because he would have kept a lid on things. When Sylvanas asks him if the Alliance knows anything about it, he doesn't say, "Not a clue." He says he's got people on it. So finally, that brings me to the point of this video. Could it be possible Sylvanas has already deduced that Gallywix has been corrupted by the old gods, or the void, or somewhere that is in the reaches of Azeroth, and is now doing her best to fight a war on all fronts? If you look at the examples set by the two world trees of corruption, how the Earth Warder Neltharion was corrupted, and how the Pit of Sauron was full of faceless aberrations in service to the old gods, I don't think it's too far of a stretch to say that many things that go deep into Azeroth end up with corruption. And Gallywix has already spent how much time with this mind-altering substance, Azerite, which was dredged up from the depths of the planet by Sargeras? Maybe Sylvanas senses the game and decides she wants to make her own rules. And you can see in this closing shot two important things to me. The biggest things in the composition are Teldrassil and a sword in the foreground, making it look unnaturally big. And in the center, you can see Sylvanas, a dark figure, yet somehow haloed by light. So I guess to wrap up, I think the roots of Teldrassil were corrupted. They weren't blessed enough by the dragon aspects. I think Sylvanas is trying to take the reins from whatever malevolent forces are moving against her. And I think Gallywix is actually going to be one of our dungeon or raid bosses. So there's my crazy opinions on the whole War of Thorns and all of that goodness. Please let me know your opinions, and like and subscribe and comment things and all that stuff. Oh, and one more time, sorry for the clickbait.